Hi. I'm pretty certain I missed out on most of the clicks from the Warhammer World? No, Warhammer Fest event thing. That's not really a major concern from the channel anyway, so I'm not too bothered. But I did do a pre-Old World reveal video, so I want to follow up on this one a bit, because I think when you start off something, you should also finish it. So here is the post-reveal video. To be quite honest, I was a bit disappointed. I mean, while I do have a keen interest in painting and playing with little miniatures, I'm not really such a head over heels Games Workshop fanboy, so I'm not really used to these kind of events. So I probably had my expectations a bit too high. But I mean, I don't think it was so much about the event itself. It was probably me with the expectations. So I was expecting, most of all, I was expecting more information. It was not like I was expecting a full reveal of the entire game or whatever. But I was expecting some kind of new information, because as we see, I think we got like two and a half pieces of information out of it. If you look at it from the perspective of a general and miniature enthusiast who does not like to sit around and make predictions out of every little tiny detail. So in conclusion, this is what I saw when I looked at this reveal. First off, it is coming. I mean, it should be kind of obvious, but I mean, still, it is confirmed that it is coming. It didn't say when. Probably just because they don't really know themselves, which is fair. I mean, don't say a date if you don't have one. And the second thing is that it will be set in the old world, which should be fairly obvious from the name, but who knows? It might comfort some people, And third, which in my view was kind of an important one, but still kind of expected, there will not be directly be a new Mordheim. They said it dependent on the sales, so if in that case it's far into the future. Who knows? But it did come with two pieces of actual information. The first one was that it pretty much will be Fantasy Battles re-released. You could say it's a Fantasy Battle 9th edition, but on larger basis. Pretty much, as far as we know right now. I'm still interested to see about this combat patrol thing, as one of my kind viewers spanked, I suppose you want me to pronounce that. Spanked is not a proper word. Reminded me of the combat patrols. That's probably what I meant when I did a pre-reveal video about the bespoke army box thing. I meant combat patrol, pretty much, and but with proper flavor. I want to see more of that. If that is a thing, that would not just be a re-release of the Fantasy, but they pretty much said we will re-release Fantasy and hope for the best, which I think it's kind of, I don't think that's the way to go, but who knows. And then there was the artwork and the miniatures, which was nice, because it confirmed that we're sticking to the old world literary and the old artwork, and it should be a distinct feel between Age of Sigmar and the old world, which is nice, which is something I really wanted to. So let's look at the miniatures. First we got this Tomb King. And it's not Games Workshop fault that I don't really like the Tomb Kings at all. I never really did. And there probably is a paint scheme that you could, make them look good, in my view. That would actually be kind of a fun challenge, to paint one that I don't like and try to bring it up. There's an old Magic card that I come to think of, Miasmic Mummy, I think. I don't know what the miasmic, what that is, or if you pronounce it that way, but anyway, it looks like this. And that would be fun, you know, as a challenge. And then there was the Bretonnian guy, which I did kind of like, actually, mainly because he was carrying all this stuff on his back, which would be, I could imagine myself having that in a sort of Mordheim setting. He's carrying all his gear, still on you know, full armor, but I would probably cut off the horns. I'm not really fond of those, to make him look more, you know, like down to earth, and then grimdark him a bit, and remove that orc head as well, you know. I don't know, people, oh, it's so awesome with an orc head down there, but I never really liked those kind of features. I would probably scrape it off, because I mean, of course he doesn't get his own horse, you know. This guy is carrying an orc head around, even if he's going down to the desert to fight mummies, you know. Of course the quartermaster is just like, you know, this guy, you know, the guy with the orc head, you know. No, he's not getting his own horse, you know. He's carrying this old orc head around all the way. No way. So, yeah, they're interesting, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get them. And it's pretty much summarize it all. I will keep an eye on this stuff, because it seems kind of interesting, and it's not already dead. But it's not like I'm on board on the hype train, because in my view this is interesting, but probably not enough to pick it up. I mean, if it's just re-release of Fantasy Battles, I could already play 6th edition. Not to be negative or anything, because I probably sound like that right now, but I'm not really. I'm just not really concerned. Anyway, a double thank you for all the people who commented in my last video. Awesome. It's so nice to see people do that. And with all this said, thank you for watching, and until next time, don't forget to enjoy your hobby.